Selena Gomez once said, "You are not defined by an Instagram photo, by a like, or by a comment. That does not define you." How do you maintain your self-worth amidst the pressures of social media?
Johnny Depp once said, "One of the greatest pieces of advice I've ever gotten in my life was from my mum. When I was a little kid, there was a kid who was bugging me at school, and she said, 'Okay, I'm going to tell you what to do. If the kid's bugging you and puts his hands on you, you pick up the nearest rock.'"
James Dean once said, "You are who you are meant to be. Dance as if no one's watching. Love as if it's all you know. Dream as if you'll live forever. Live as if you'll die today."
Freddie Mercury once said, "I'm possessed by love, but isn't everybody? Love fuels my creativity, my performances, and my interactions with the world. It's a powerful force that drives me to express myself fully and passionately in everything I do."
Chester Bennington once said, "I tried so hard and got so far, but in the end it doesn't even matter. I had to fall to lose it all, but in the end it doesn't even matter."
Robin Williams once said, "I don't know how much value I have in this universe, but I do know that I've made a few people happier than they would have been without me. And as long as I know that, I'm as rich as I ever need to be."
Hugh Jackman once said, "There comes a certain point in life when you have to stop blaming other people for how you feel or the misfortunes in your life. You can't go through life obsessing about what might have been."
The Joker once said, "If it won't matter in 5 years, don't spend more than 5 minutes being upset about it. Time wasted in anger is time lost in chaos."
The Cat in the Hat once said, "Sometimes you will never know the value of a moment until it becomes a memory. What's a cherished memory from your childhood that you didn't fully appreciate until later in life?"
Charlie Brown once said, "Sometimes I lie awake at night, and I ask, where have I gone wrong? Then a voice says to me, this is going to take more than one night." Ever found yourself having a late night chat with your inner voice like Charlie Brown?
Ryan Reynolds once said, "When you're the guy who's like, I'm just gonna have a nervous breakdown now. People think it's all in your head until they realize, oh, it's really in your head. Remember, it's okay to seek help, you're not alone." How do you take care of your mental health?
Life advice from yours truly, Brian. If you find a penny, pick it up. All day long, you'll have a penny. And hey, in this economy, every little bit counts, right?
Gilligan once said, "Don't worry, Skipper, nothing's gonna happen. I got everything under control, I think. Well, mostly under control. I mean, except for that one time with the coconut catapult and the time with the bamboo raft. But other than that, I've got it all figured out. Probably." Which character from Gilligan's Island do you relate to the most?
In Matthew 25:41, the Bible vividly portrays hell as a place of everlasting punishment and ultimate separation from God's presence. This depiction has sparked intense debates and varying interpretations throughout history. Some find solace in the concept of divine justice, while others grapple with the notion of eternal suffering. What are your thoughts?
Nostradamus once said, "The great man will be struck down in the day by a thunderbolt, an evil deed foretold by the bearer of a petition." What do you think it means? I'd love to hear your interpretations. Steve Jobs once said, "Your time is limited, so don't waste it living someone else's life. Don't be trapped by dogma, which is living with the results of other people's thinking."
John Lennon once said, "You may say I'm a dreamer, but I'm not the only one. I hope someday you'll join us, and the world will live as one."
Morpheus once said, "This is your last chance. After this, there is no turning back. You take the blue pill, the story ends. You wake up in your bed and believe whatever you want to believe. You take the red pill, you stay in Wonderland, and I show you how deep the rabbit hole goes."
Jelly Roll once said, "I'm a lost cause, baby, don't waste your time on me. I'm so damaged beyond repair. Life has shattered my hopes and my dreams." Dorothy once said, "If I ever go looking for my heart's desire again, I won't look any further than my own backyard. Because if it isn't there, I never really lost it to begin with." Dorothy once said, "If I ever go looking for my heart's desire again, I won't look any further than my own backyard. Because if it isn't there, I never really lost it to begin with."
Rodney Dangerfield once said, "With my old man, I got no respect. I asked him, how can I get my kite in the air? He told me to run off a cliff.
In Tears in Heaven, Eric Clapton asks, would you know my name? If I saw you in heaven. This poignant line reflects the deep emotions surrounding loss and the mysteries of the afterlife. Have you ever pondered what you might say to a loved one if you were reunited in heaven?
A wise old man once said, "Your job gives no fucks about you. Tomorrow, if you get hit by a bus and die, your job will forget you and put someone else from LinkedIn to do your job. So do the least amount of work without getting fired, and don't forget to just fucking chill." If you could pick one crazy way to just chill at work without getting caught, what would it be?
Joe Biden once said, I got hairy legs that turned blonde in the sun, and the kids used to come up and reach into the pool and rub my leg down so it was straight and watch the hair come back up again. What impact, if any, do you think Biden's colourful storytelling has on his effectiveness as a leader?